Hey guys, it's Tiffany with Mud and Mascara, and it is Noodle November, hosted by Tony at Kettle Kitchen. Make sure y'all go subscribe to him and the others that are going to be linked in the playlist. A lot of awesome videos out there. Tony will be having a drawing on December the 1st at 4 his time, which is PST, Pacific Standard Time, 7 Eastern Standard Time. And so, this is what we're doing. We're going to make raviolis, hopefully 2 ways. We shall see. The first one we're doing is just a regular ravioli that is going to be stuffed with ricotta and spinach and Parmesan cheese. And I'm not sure if I'm going to fry it or air fry it. Jamie keeps asking me to air fry it. But anyways.
Well, she needs to get familiar with her air fryer that we bought her for her birthday.
All right, guys. So we're starting out with 1 2. My hands are already clean. 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of salt on here. And then I have 4 fresh eggs. And I'm going to go ahead and whisk these up. Just a little. Because I tend to make a huge mess when we put them in their hole. Because we've been practicing. Jamie's really good at it. Y'all need to go check out her video when it comes out. So, she may be over here in a minute if this doesn't work for me. Because, alright, here we go.
It'll work. Just do your well.
Alright, so I'm going to take this and make me a well in here so that my eggs can go inside of here. Just like so. But I'm going to try to leave it a little high so that they don't fall out. And hopefully I got enough room. Okay. They all fit. Okay. So, now I'm going to take my fork and go in here, and I'm just going to start incorporating my flour. And y'all, this is very easy. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Okay? So, we're just going to keep incorporating the flour. And I forgot to get something. Give me 2 seconds. We'll need that. All right. So we're going to keep incorporating the flour just like so. It's almost like making biscuits, honestly. But I do that in a bowl. Jeremy sitting over there with the timer on me. Something don't feel right with this one, Jamie. I ain't joking. But it could be because, like, it's not. I mean, it's like a. It's different. Something's not right. how hard it is?
It's very spongy, like it's like rubber.
Yeah.
It's almost like, so this is what you do not want your dough to feel like at all. I mean, like, you can't even tear that apart.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do a retake on this. Let's start over.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard to maneuver and to work with. Like,
I mean, it's hard to pull. It shouldn't be like that.
we'll just start over. Do it the way that we normally do it. I know that recipe calls for that, but...
Alright, so I need to change that. It's 2 cups of flour.
Yes.
We had to do a retake. I'll show you at the end, the blooper. I don't want that to go over yet. So, starting over. Fresh eggs. We're actually doing, ooh, I knew this was going to happen. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. All right. Get to mixing.
Okay, let's just do it this way. That can happen. So,
It probably will.
in every collab I'm in, something happens. Like this. Like the soup one, where the soup boiled over in the stove. Yeah.
Hey, but that's all right, because that's real life.
All right, so all we're doing is scraping and mixing.
Did you add your salt?
Say it again?
Did you add your salt?
No, not yet. Okay, I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt.
So 2 cups of flour, 3 whole eggs, and 2 egg yolks,
Right.
and a little bit of salt.
I had 3 cups in earlier, and that's why it turned into a softball.
Literally. You could have thrown it out the window and it would have shot out of the window.
Yeah,
A
it was
plastic
pretty
window.
hard. So, and pasta, you gotta play with it. I'm serious, it's not the easiest, but you can make it out of your pantry. If you got flour, eggs,
And salt.
and salt. Okay?
You don't have to add the salt, but I find that it makes it
Yeah.
have a little bit of flavor to it.
Now, some recipes call for oil, but
We do not like using the oil.
I didn't like the we didn't like the texture of the oil when we were testing this out. Okay? So it's together. Now we're going to like really bring it together. And just start working the dough. You're just picking it up, folding it over, pushing it out. Picking it up, folding it over, push. Yeah, this feels much better. Still a little wet, but
I was about to say, by this point, the other one was already like...
yeah, that's what I was
Rubber.
like, something's wrong with this dough, Jamie. Okay. Oop. Okay. 10 minutes.
10 minutes, so
This is a lot
13:23.
different texture. So that is the recipe. Okay. Make sure you keep this kind of floured out.
10 minutes, so 12.
So you want 2 cups of flour, 3 whole eggs, 2 egg yolks, a dash of salt. If you want to try it with oil, you can. We just don't want the texture of it. Then you bring it together, and now we're at the kneading for 10 minutes. if you think you got it and it looks like that,
You're wrong.
you're wrong. You got to keep going until as smooth as baby's butt. After all the cutting up, you want it to be smooth.
One down just a little bit, right there.
And you want this to push in and come back.
Spring back.
Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this up, and it's going to rest for 30 minutes, and we'll be back. We'll get the filling ready. So we'll be back. Okay, guys. Now we're going to make the filling, and I got this filling when me and Maddie went to Michigan. She found a bookstore and found a bunch of really old books. So I'm taking the filling out of this for ravioli al burro. I can't roll my R's.
Burro.
Basically,
Ravioli al burro.
so basically it's buttered ravioli. You cook it in butter. So here we go. So we need 4 cups of spinach. I dehydrate all my spinach, and here we go.
Let me rephrase that. Burro. Burro. Because they roll their R's with the back of their tongue.
Yeah.
See,
We roll
burro
ours with the top. Well, I don't roll mine at all, so.
Well, in Spanish, burro is donkey.
Yeah.
So,
In Italian,
in
burro,
Italian, it's probably
it's butter.
burro.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, so once again, we need 4 cups of spinach. We need, that calls for fresh parsley, but I'm using this. We need 1 egg, which is right here. 1 and a 1/4 cup of ricotta, 2/3 cup of Parmesan, and a little pinch of nutmeg. It calls for salt, but y'all, we already put salt in it. I do not like nothing to be over salty. And we salt the water when we cook this. So I'm not putting any salt in here. So that's, no. All right, so we need first, and this ricotta is very watery. And a lot of the ravioli recipes, you'll see them take that ricotta and put it between 2 paper towels. And I don't want to do that because I'm using my dried spinach, okay? So, this is a 1/2 cup, so I'm going to need 3 of these. Okay, 1. Oh, I should have got the spatula, Jamie.
Grab the little green one.
Okay.
Let me pull the one out.
A little messy. All right. So 1.5 cups of ricotta in the bowl. I'm gonna set this right here for just a minute. Okay, 1 egg's going in. 2/3 cup of Parmesan cheese. A pinch, like literally, whoa, nutmeg, you gotta be careful with that. Just like a little.
You need like literally a dash.
A dash of it, like a for real dash. All right. Parsley, it says 1 ounce, so we're just going to feels like an ounce to me. Alright. You can put anything inside raviolis, y'all.
Yeah, as much as you want too. If you want more of one flavor, you can put more of one flavor.
Then I'm just going to crush up my spinach. And if you're using fresh spinach, you need to saute it, it says, okay? But I'm just using, I always dry spinach. You can ask Jamie.
Yep.
Every time we go to the store, I'm drying spinach to use as a filler for something. And we're going to put in some black pepper. Now, I'm going to hold off on adding this whole jar because I want to mix this up and see what the texture is. Yeah, that was a lot of black pepper, but it's okay.
About a tablespoon, it's okay. About a tablespoon.
Yeah, I like pepper. This would be good with garlic in it too. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm going to put
And we're twisting it up and throwing it in our own.
Yeah, I'm just going to put a little bit of
garlic pepper,
pepper, which is our favorite.
which will never be put out of this house. Nor mine whenever I get my own.
We love garlic pepper. It's good straight up on meat and throw it
Actually,
in the smokers.
Found it. I used it one time on a tenderloin when I was pregnant with Micah.
And it was a winter chicken dinner.
Oh yeah, it was. And then once I started eating it more and I got more pregnant, I couldn't eat it anymore. But I still love it because it gives the meat the flavor it needs.
Yeah.
You don't even have to add anything else. No rubs or anything. Just that and butter.
Alright, so this is still kind of wet for me. So I am going to crush up some more. Because I don't want the stuff to slip out of my noodle. Which if I make my noodles right, it shouldn't, but who knows. It still seems very wet, but it has a lot of spinach in it. So I'm going to add a little bit more spinach in here. Oops. I'll be right back. Don't pause it. I'll be right back. Okay.
That might do the trick.
I think this is going to do the trick. Some good old fashioned Parmesan cheese. Yes. It says fresh in there, but I'm going to use this. And start off with, I'm actually going to measure this.
Oh my god, she's actually measuring y'all.
Yeah.
Normally she just eyeballs it.
Okay, I'm going to put a heaping 1/3 right now. Because I want my pasta to have a filling and not turn to water when it gets to the heat of the boil.
You know, I didn't know that ricotta cheese was that watery.
Yes. And a lot of the recipes, that I was researching, it tells you to lay it in between and put like a plate on top of it and let it sit for like in the refrigerator overnight to get all that water out of it. That's why I was thinking, I knew the dehydrated spinach wasn't gonna overkill it because, could you imagine adding wet spinach in here that you cooked?
Yeah, that would make it more liquidy.
I think I'm gonna do 1/3. And then that's it.
So
2/3
2/3
of fresh Parmesan cheese and 2/3 of ground Parmesan cheese. I think that's gonna work. But it's got so much spinach in it, it's green.
Well,
see?
makes it even better.
Yeah. Yeah, that's much
'Cause
better.
if you're anything like my niece, Kaden, she does not like eating her greens. That girl, we have tried for years to get her to try one green bean.
Yeah.
I've already tried them and I don't like it.
And I think that this is gonna work. For the filling. Just to test it out to see. Okay? Alright guys. So the filling is done. We're still waiting on that on my luscious
I think we got about
noodle dough.
We got about 10-15 more minutes.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll be back and all this will be changed. Okay guys, it's been 30 minutes and I'm just going to take this neatly out of this because you're going to rewrap what you're not rolling. Okay? And just flour it a little and then I'm just going to cut it in half. So I'm only working with a little bit at a time. I'm not a master roller over yet. Okay, that's there.
Well, with this, you can't roll the whole thing anyway.
Yeah.
Phew.
All right, so then I'm just going to, and I do have this rolling machine, and you do not have to use it, but in my case, I do, because it's not as easy as you think to get it kind of square, but so I'm just kind of making it into a rectangle right this second, and you can roll this out as you know the way you want to. I'm just using my machine. So all right, so on this machine there is 0 or 1 is the first setting. And all I'm going to do is take my dough and roll it through here. Okay, so let's say you rolled it out like this, right? Once you've got it into this position, you're going to fold it just like so. Just like that. And then you would roll again, all right? So I'm going to go through the number 1 a couple of times. I'm gonna put my foot on my thing. My cart's on wheels, so it might go flying off if I'm not careful. And I don't want too much flour, okay? Because, there we go. So we're going to do it one more time on 0. All right. Next, I'm going to go up to the next one, which is going to be number 2. Same thing. And I'm just going to fold it over like this. And you're trying to get the air out of it, basically. Hold on to my table. Okay.
Folding it on 2.
Hmm?
So I don't remember us folding it on 2. I think we only folded it on 1.
On 1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going
We
to
just kept it going after that. It just straightened out its best way it could.
Alright, so that's number 2, and now we're going to go to number 3. Now we're going to go into number 4. And just keep rolling it through. And pulling it out like so. And Jamie's going to move it up to number 5. Now, I like my noodle on number 5, okay? I accidentally got a piece of something there. All right?
So far you want?
If you want to keep going down, you can, and I'll show you what it looks like. But see, you can see, you're wanting to see your fingers through your noodle, okay? So Jamie's moving it down to number, I forgot which one.
6.
And you'll see it's going to get thinner and thinner. Ooh. And to me, this is thin enough. Because when you get down to,
it's basically how you like your noodles.
Yeah. And I like my noodles like my soup. Thick. Alright.
I had a great pun for that, but I don't want to say it.
And I'm not going in here and flouring this side. Okay? So, let me get a spoon. Got me a little teaspoon right here. And what I'm going to do is, basically, you want your filling to go right here and then 2 spaces, okay? So I'm just going to put on this side. Yeah, I'm going to fold it over. You'll see. So one.
So are you going to fold it over or are you going to cut it first?
Yeah, I'm going to fold it over. So these are going to be half moon raviolis. And we have a lot. And this you can freeze, okay? So it does make a big batch and you can freeze it. Or if you want to make a lasagna out of it, you can make a lasagna out of it. Just going to use my finger. Our hands are clean, I swear. Let me move that over just a hair. Okay. So, y'all, this only takes 3 minutes to cook, if that long. 3, okay?
Do you need an egg wash?
Huh?
Egg wash?
No. They say I don't. So, we're going to try it. All right. So, basically, I'm just going to go down and make sure this is not stuck anywhere. Then, I am going to pick it up.
Do you need help?
Well, I'm kind of thinking, hold on, that I need to move that over. Sort of in the center. Maybe just a little. Just a little bit. There. Now, if you don't, let me fold this over real quick. Get this over with because it's making me nervous. Okay. See, here's my half moon here. So, I am just going to take my fingers just like this and mark my spots. Okay? Just like that. Alright. If you don't have one of these, don't worry about it. You can take it and take a knife and go around and take a fork and pinch. Okay? This little thing is pretty handy though. So all I'm going to do is go around just like that. Okay.
Nice.
There you go. Now, on the last one, I'll show you how to, and you need to hold it. I'm telling you, it's gonna go because you got flour all over the place and this gets slick. And by the way, make sure you keep them on a floured surface before they go in. All right, so we're just going to go around, go around, go around. Pull this just like that. Set them in the flour. Okay, so let's say you don't have that tool, knife, fork. You can just take your knife, come across right here. And then just take your fork and pinch. Simple. Okay. And they make ravioli stamps too that you can use, and they're pretty cool. I have one. It's a ravioli stamp. All right.
Show me a little closer the difference.
Okay.
So this is the one with the fork pressed, and this is the cutter.
Yep. All right. So now what I'm going to do is wrap my dough back up, and I'm going to get my pot ready and push this back a little bit, and I'm going to show you how to cook these raviolis. It doesn't take very long. You can put them in pesto sauce, you can put them in Alfredo sauce, you can make a ravioli lasagna, you can make fried raviolis with marinara sauce. I mean, this, you could take this a million miles from here to wherever.
To Italy.
Yeah, from here to Italy, yeah. Okay, so now what I got here is a pot of water. And we're only doing 2, 4, 6, 7, just for tasting. And the rest of them I'm gonna put in the freezer, and we may eat some tonight. So what I did was I put the water in here and salt, and I'm bringing it up to a boil. Now, I'm gonna make the sauce that goes on top of this. And it calls for a stick of butter. And we're going to turn it and let it melt. And you're going to need 4, about 4, sage leaves. And we're just going to put this sage leaves in here with the butter while that's coming up to a boil. Because this is going to go on top of your ravioli. Okay? Here, Micah. It's okay, just let it go. All right, Jamie's got to go get Micah, so we're still waiting on this to boil. And Micah just woke up from a nap. And then we're going to do this and get this melted pretty good. Now, like I said earlier, these raviolis only take like 3 minutes and they're done. It does not take that long. And actually, I'm going to get me a paper towel and double check something. It actually calls for 8 sage leaves. Sorry, not 4. I thought it was 4. So there's 4. It's actually 8 sage leaves, guys. You could put more if you like it. And I'm just going to put this other bunch in there and let this melt and the sage will get infused into the ravioli, and we'll fry a little bit. And get a little crispy here. Okay. My water is boiling. And I want to drain my pasta as soon as it comes out. That smells good. And remember, I salted my water. Alright. So that is good. And you could actually let this go to a brown butter if you wanted to, a brown butter sage. But just doing what the directions say on here. Okay. And it's almost, so I'm going to cut this off. That's going to be our sauce. Alright. I'm going in with one ravioli at a time. There's one. I don't know, maybe two.
How long do they have to cook for?
3 minutes. I'm going to set my timer for 3 minutes. Hit the start button. And what are you doing, buddy? Yes, it smells good, don't it? And of course, the stove. If this was frozen or had been sitting for a minute, it would take you a little longer than 3 minutes because it's not fresh. When you do it fresh, it's super fast, okay? Well, if you've got a stove without a safety mechanism on it. So, it's
You
starting
have
to.
to move it back over to this side.
That's what I'm about to do. All right. Turn that back up on high. Here we go. We're out of boil.
Of course.
And it's out of boil finally. 2 minutes went by. I'm heating up this eye because I went and purchased a new eye without the safety valve in it just for this, and because I want to do a canning lesson on the stove.
You can see the raviolis now.
All right, so I'm just cooking these. I'm actually going to leave them in there an extra minute. And I will bring you right back in about 2 minutes. Well, I could fast forward to this. It's not a big deal. Hold on 1 second. All right, when you bring them out, you are just going to, let me turn this down. Take them out with a slotted spoon, any slotted spoon, and then just kind of hit them. You don't want all this water in your bowl, okay? And then I'm just going to put that one there. Same thing with my second one here. Hot. That was hot. All right, now. Woo, that was hot. Okay.
That means you know it's done.
Alright. So now what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of my sage butter and just kind of go over the top, just like so. And you can use store-bought Parmesan if you want to, but we happen to have this on hand for something else we were doing. And then just hit it with some Parmesan cheese. And I like things cheesy, so give me a minute.
You know what we need to get? And I thought about this the other day. Is one of those things that Olive Garden has.
The rolling one?
Yes.
Yeah. I love cheese. I love cheese. I'm a big cheese.
When they say, let me know when.
Yeah.
Just keep on going.
Keep on going, honey. All right. So, we're going to taste this. You want a fork? All right, so we're going to give this a taste test here and see if anything needs to be tweaked.
Hey.
Tell everybody, hey. They're in the camera. He can't see himself. Tell him, say hey. Let me see the inside of that. Yeah. I'm hoping they can see the inside of, that looks good. All right. That's a big bite. I need to roll the pasta down 2 more levels.
That is very good. It is a little thick, but it is very good.
Yeah, this is a little thick.
I would do, well, you wrote it down to at 6. So I'd say,
Probably like a
about
4.
7 or 8.
Oh yeah, we're going up a number, sorry. Duh. Anyways. It's
Yeah, I'd say
actually
about
really
7
good.
or 8, because that, yeah, that's, and it honestly, don't even add any salt to your, to the mix, but, or to the filling, because we salt our water when we're boiling noodles, and then also we did put salt in our pasta already. So you don't want it to be overpoweringly salty. But that is really good.
Wow. Are
That's
you
good.
blowing it off?
Blow it.
All right, guys. Make sure you check out everybody down below in the playlist. Make sure y'all leave a genuine comment. Like and subscribe if you like the content that the person has on their channel. Make sure you subscribe to it and leave a comment, because we love comments. Make sure you're watching and subscribe to Tony at Kettle Kitchen. Make sure y'all have the notifications on so that you get notified December the 1st for that drawing. All right? Y'all have a good Okay, guys. I've got 3 of my raviolis here that I boiled. This one is the fresh one that we just made here. What I have in here is, it calls for panko, and I have it, but I want to try this with potato flakes, because a lot of people have potato flakes and not panko. So I put garlic pepper, onion powder, and Parmesan cheese in this, and just mixed it up. So this is my fresh ravioli. I have my air fryer on 390, okay? And it takes approximately 10 minutes to cook. So, I got it heating up, by the way. So I'm just gonna coat these. I wanna see if these can be fried, air fried. And I'm doing one raw. This one's raw. And the other one I boiled, okay? So there's that one, and here's my boiled one. And I'm just trying to flip it over in here. There. Mike, you got my strainer?
Daddy, I'm walking.
Yeah, finally.
Finally walking everywhere. Alright, so it's about ready to go in there. It's at 9 minutes, 55 seconds.
All right, hold it up. So I'm gonna put this one, which is the cooked one, on that side, and this one, which is the fresh one, on that side. We're gonna let it cook for 10 minutes, is what it says. And we'll bring you back when it gets done, and we'll see what happens, if this will work. So we'll be back. Okay, so it only took 6 minutes, all right? So this one right here is the one that I had already cooked in the water. He's stuck. Okay. This one is the one that I cooked in the water. This is the fresh one that did not get cooked, okay? And I do believe that it needs, if you're going to fry them, it needs more filling.
Yeah, definitely needs more filling.
Yeah.
Fry it.
All right.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think the air fryer takes a little bit of the filling out, but we're going to try which one we like better. Come here. Come here. Okay, come here. I know you've been so patient. All right. So, the first one that we're going to try is this, the one that we had already cooked in the water, okay? And I'm just gonna dip mine in this brown butter. I love this brown butter sauce, and I've done 8 out of the sage. The sage is
small
good.
pieces left in there, but
Oh, you want a bite of that, but you didn't want a bite of the other one. Okay, hold on.
That's good without the sauce. It's good either way.
You like it? Mm-hmm.
It is still a little, like, mushy.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because we boiled that one first. But it's good.
Is it good?
Parmesan cheese.
Yeah. Okay. So, now, this one is the one that was raw. And it definitely looks like a different texture on the inside too. So, and it would need a hot mess more filling. So, you still working on that? Okay.
Either way, it's good. Oh, we got a little taste tester over here. What you think about it?
He don't like that one. He likes the one that's boiled.
Alright. I like it either way. I mean, you can do
It's
it either
a
way.
little
It's
dry.
the
the raw.
When you do it raw, well, that's probably because we don't have enough filling in there too. You went. Whatever
Alright.
that is.
So that's another way that you can make these if you want to, and you don't have to have panko. You can actually use the mashed potato flakes. Or if you had baby cereal, you could use the rice cereal or the oatmeal cereal because it's very fine like that.
And surprisingly,
It
it doesn't even taste like a potato.
Mm-mm.
It tastes like a
Good.
fried ravioli.
You want to...
So, that's the mix. Egg wash. Noodle.
I don't think he didn't like the raw noodle either. I don't know. Nope, he don't like
He said
noodles.
no.
He's not a noodle person. So it's amazing he ate the crispy one. Okay, tell everybody bye. So we love y'all. Bye-bye. So see you on the next video.
Yeah. Love you.